Hey, it's Krystal. Today, Zeus and I are going to demonstrate to you how we've been doing chin presses. So the first thing I want to do with him is I'm going to get my treats, which are his biggest motivator. And he needs to get used to the feeling of my hand being underneath his chin when he's taking a treat for me or taking something out of my hand. So I want to lure him to me. I want him to come to me. I don't want to follow him around to try to get him to take a treat out of my hand because that gets him excited and he thinks it's time to play, and I want this to be more calm and focused for him. So he's sitting nicely in front of me right now, so I'm going to give him a treat, put my hand underneath his chin. Good job. Do it again. Good boy. Another treat. So he starts to get used to that, and he's not trying to pull away, get his head away from me and things like that. I'm going to reset him. Okay. Bring him back towards me. And put my hand underneath his chin again. And once he starts to do that pretty comfortably, I'm going to still lure him towards me to start with the treats. And I'm going to have him come to me and start lowering his head into my hand. Okay. So that he's taking a treat from me that way. There we go. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do that a few more times. I'm going to make sure that I'm marking that and telling him yes when he's done it correctly, and then I'm going to release him. And eventually what I want to do is to fade out the lure and still have him come towards me, but not have something in my hand. Chin? Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now, treats are out of my hands, and I'm still going to have him come towards me. Chin. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. And I'm going to reward him for the action. And I'm going to start adding in the verbal cues. So I'm going to start telling him chin so that he knows that's what I'm asking him to do, even though I don't have that lure in my hand anymore. Here. Zeus, come here. Chin. Good boy. Chin. Good boy. Okay, so again, with the verbal cue, without luring him towards me, I'm going to tell him chin right before he puts his chin into my hand. Chin. Good boy. Chin. Good boy. Good job. Yes. Right, so the biggest thing that he's working on is trying to consistently get his head into my hand when I give him the verbal cue without fixating on the treats. That's his big thing. He knows that the reward is coming and that there's food there, and he's going to get it for doing something the right way or the way that I've asked him to demonstrate it. And so what we are working on is, like I said, getting him to do that and then waiting on getting the reward. So what I'm again going to do is I'm going to have him put his head into my hand and make him wait to get that treat. Chin. 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 Yes. He does still have some way to go with it. I can get him to put his head into my hand, but again, he's fixated on the treats, and that's what he wants to get to. So we're working on getting him to keep his head in my hand and calmly wait until I give him the reward, instead of I'm going to do it for a second, and if I don't get the reward right away, then I'm just not going to do it anymore. He does get a little bit impatient. So that is where he is at with that, and thank you for watching.